Welcome to day 9 of Mindfulness Towards Successful Living. Today, we are going to focus on gratitude, and the meditation will be gratitude. Please take a seat. Let's start with some deep, relaxing breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's count, as we've already learned in a previous lesson. Let's count for the entire duration of the inhalation and through the exhalation. So as you're inhaling, 1, and then as you're exhaling, 1, all the way till the end of the exhalation. And let's count for 5 breaths. Now just breathing gently. Let's direct our intention with our focus towards the sensation of breath in our bodies. Let's do a quick body scan as we're breathing. So let's expand our awareness to take in any feelings we're having in our body of tension or stress. And as you know, a good way to help get rid of that is to focus on it, and then on the exhale, releasing tension in that area. It can be done literally, as though you squeeze the muscle and release. You can also do it visually. Good. Now let's expand our awareness to any sounds. Your breath, the sensation of breath. How sounds come and go. And any thoughts that are distracting, that are coming and going. Observe those thoughts. And observe it with non-judgment. We're not going to associate any feelings towards the thought or the distraction. And we are simply going to redirect our focus back to the process of breathing. And we do this as simply a directive, just a point of intentional practice to fine-tune our attention and our focus. And we can use different directives, different targets, if you will, that we utilize in our focus as we train our brains in this mindfulness practice. And so let's now redirect focus. And what we want to do today is we want to create the feeling of gratitude inside each of us. So inside your mind, manufacturing emotion, manufacturing gratitude. So it can sometimes be difficult where we may think, well, I don't have a whole lot going on good right now. Well, let's really take it to the basics. If you are in that type of a space, understand first off that everything is temporal, everything changes, and let's just go a level deeper to find what we are grateful for. If you're in a place of awesome gratitude in the first place, then this should be easy. Let's start by just gratitude of being alive, of being able to have this awareness and experiencing life in this moment. Gratitude for a beautiful day, waking up on this side of the grass. Gratitude for special relationships in our life. And as you focus on that, specifically utilize good visualization, use the submodalities that we've learned about, the details of the imagery, feeling sounds, maybe imagining you hugging a loved one and being so grateful for that person in your life. Imagining what that feels like when you're holding them, smiling, sharing love and gratitude with that person. Gratitude for our health. Gratitude for being able to just go to the store and buy food. That's an incredible thing if you think about it. If we would have been born 1,000 years ago, that process would not be nearly as simple and or something necessarily to be grateful for. Gratitude for where you live. Gratitude for shelter. Gratitude for friends. Now, as you're manufacturing this feeling of gratitude, let it overflow. As you create this emotion of thankfulness, be with it and then allow it to expand. It'll happen as though it gets momentum and it continues to grow. Just go with it. As we've learned, it can be really good to put on a smile. Literally put a smile on your face. And be grateful for that feeling that gets created when you do that. Think back to a time when something amazing happened to you and put yourself in it, in the associated position, as though you were right there in it again. And then be observant of how those feelings come into play. And allow that moment of gratitude to just flood over you again. The joy, the happiness, the thankfulness, the love. We all have so much to be grateful for. So many times we go through our day and we don't express gratitude, and we should, literally, for almost everything that happens, because we're having an experience of living. Gratitude for our breath. Gratitude for a time when you were able to contribute something powerful into another person's world. Gratitude that you can literally get in your house and flip a switch and the lights go on. Gratitude for the ease of transportation in our era. When you contrast how it is in other parts of the world and or how it would have been 300 years ago, we've got a lot to be thankful for. Gratitude for your mind and the creative power that you have. Gratitude for the ability to literally be able to think, to believe something, and then have your world go in the direction as though that is real. That's an awesome power. Gratitude for the ability that you have to determine what thoughts are going to mean or what experiences that have happened to you are going to mean from that point going forward. That is an incredible power. That's literally like superhuman stuff right there. Gratitude for the challenging times that you've had in your life. Now, that may sound odd, and you might say, well, that sounds weird. Those experiences have made you who you are at this point. And as challenging as anything like that might be, at the end of the day, we can still be grateful. Grateful for our ability to move through. Grateful for the experience of what that taught us. Grateful for now who we have become moving through that. And that really points back to what we're doing in mindfulness in general, which is just literally observing our experiences moment to moment. We're conscious and we are aware, and that is enough to be grateful for. As we wrap up this session over the last minute, take one more big smile on our face, a deep inhalation, and let your body and emotion fill with joy and gratitude for you living and being in this moment. And just bask in a little self-love for a moment. It is okay to love yourself. It is okay for you to be cool. It is okay for you to like that and like that about you, to like who you are. You are unique. There is no one on this planet like you. That is something to be grateful for. Thank you for staying diligent with your practice. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10 of mindfulness towards successful living.